My mother had become ill for a second time with cancer. It started 3 years ago, and we had thought she was in remission, but this time it had spread throughout her entire body. Medicine being able to help her was a far gone possibility. Every week that went by, she lost more energy and she became more and more bedridden. We knew the end was near, but we weren't sure when. I had a stepdad who'd been married to my mom and in my life for over a decade. He had helped on my football teams, taken me on trips, and helped to care for me. While my mom was sick, and she became more sick, every day my stepdad's true colors began to show more and more. It got hard as it was just me, my mom, and my stepdad living in the house. We both came together to help my mom, but there was plenty of time that we were not helping her. We fought a lot and we butt heads often. There quickly grew a silent divide in my house. It made things harder on my mom and it made things harder on me. It made things a lot tougher, especially since I just wanted to get along while I was losing my mom. She began to grow very ill and eventually passed after about 14 more months since the second time the cancer came back. I had only just graduated high school during the pandemic and was still living at home and was planning to live there for the next few years while I went to college. I was forced practically to live with my mom's ex-husband, and every day I hated him. And every single day that hatred grew and it turned into rage. And that rage just balled up inside of me and it was not stopping anytime soon. The worst part to me was that I did not like hating him. I did not like feeling this rage every day. I tried often to rekindle any sort of relationship or bond that there was between me and him from back in the day, but all he cared about was money and power from my mom and her trust. The way the trust was set up, he was able to have a lot of power and he was able to control mine and my brother's inheritance. He used this against me every day and he made me feel bad about it. And it got to the point where I eventually could not handle it. I couldn't deal with it and it stopped me from sleeping and it started to have unhealthy effects on me. I was at the point where I truly hated him and really had a burning rage inside. I felt it in my spot, in my heart, like a special spot was carved out just to be angry and sad because of him. I talked to lots of people. I explained my story. I told them my feelings. I told them why I felt what I felt and how I didn't like it. And I was just trying to make things better. The part that killed me thinking about the situation is that there was no way out for me. I was just an 18-year-old kid and I was expected to go live on my own if I wanted to get out of the situation. I was not prepared that at all. I knew that I would not be happy in life until I was able to spend my time not thinking about him and what I could do to hurt him. I didn't want to hurt him physically, but what could I possibly do to hurt him? Because everything he did was hurting me and my brothers, and I really just wanted revenge. It was the beginning of January, and I woke up just another normal day, getting ready to go to the gym, and out of the blue, he called me downstairs and said that he needed to talk to me, and he told me that he was moving out. And when I heard that, I went upstairs and I started to have a panic attack. I felt like a chain had just been released from my ankle. Me and my brothers were able to collect our inheritance and I was able to move on from him. That day, I didn't feel trapped anymore. I didn't feel like I was his prisoner. That is when I started the process to remove my rage from my stepdad and turned it into love. I knew that the only thing that would really help me and help in my journey of grieving my mom was having love for my stepdad, the man who was married to her. I knew that it would only hurt me to keep those angry feelings inside. And I went through many types of different days the next month. I had good days, I had bad days, I had long days, and I had short days. I had days that I just wanted to be over, and I had days that I didn't want to end. I talked to tons of different people, and I got lots of different advice. I realized that all I needed to do was thank him. And one day, about a month and a half after he moved out, I was able to face him and tell him thank you for all that he taught me. And that was a great feeling. That was truly one of the best days of my life. And I truly think that it will change me for the rest of my life.